88% of Democrats support Medicare for all. 14 million have lost their employer-based insurance. 300,000 people have died from COVID. Biden and allies like Clyburn, the Congressman Clyburn, take more big pharma insurance money than anyone in Congress. The media is silent. What's your plan to raise the alarm? Force the vote. This is the founder of the Justice Democrats. AOC, they're all Justice Democrats, aren't they?
Yes,
right?
they are.
He says, never in a million years would I have guessed that some on the left would oppose a vote on Medicare for all during a pandemic where 300,000 people have died and 15 million have lost their insurance. I'm genuinely astonished and disappointed. 18,000 likes on that one. He wish he would have put hashtag force the vote, but that was before we knew. And sometimes, you know, I know a lot of people say they're for Medicare for all, but sometimes you have to do more than tweet about it. And that separates who's fighting for a society and who's fighting for clicks. Kyle Kalinske nails it. He says, if you oppose the current plan to fight for Medicare for all, it's incumbent upon you to tell us what your plan is in detail. When do you want the vote? What benchmarks have to be met before you call for the vote? Nobody against the current plan is answering any of these questions. Nobody has proposed a counter plan for Medicare for all, other than to try to get Biden to do an executive order he's never going to do. What's their plan? They can say they don't like this plan, but then what is your plan? They don't have a plan. They don't have, ironically, any solutions. The progressives in Congress don't have any solutions. They have leverage, but they don't have a strategy. They don't have a plan, and they certainly don't have any solutions. That's what people used to say about this show. Oh, we just complain. We don't have any solutions. What's your solution? Keep voting for the people who won't do anything for you? We've got solutions up the yin-yang. Rejecting a concrete plan to fight for Medicare for all right now for a nebulous, undefined one at some obscure date in the future is inadvertent interference for the worst forces in the country. It's a high-minded rationalization to accept the status quo longer. I got to read that twice. That's such a good tweet.
It sure is.
Rejecting a concrete plan to fight for Medicare for all right now for a nebulous, undefined one at some obscure date in the future is inadvertent interference for the worst forces in the country. It is a high-minded rationalization to accept the status quo even longer. Kyle is outing a lot of people right now. If you can read what he's writing there and you can understand what he's saying, which it's pretty plain, and then you read other people's tweets and positions on this, or you listen to AOC's interview at The Intercept, and then you read this, and then you go, oh, those people, oh, they're all revealed now. Yes. Yes. And then the people who tell me and try to pour water on this moment, calling it all performative theater, he says this is all theater. Theater yields results. Ask the Tea Party who voted to repeal Obamacare 70 times, then rode the enthusiasm of their base to giant wins. It's not that complicated. Fucking stand for something and fight for something, and you'd be surprised at the results. It's just that simple. So many commenters I respect are fretting wrongly, in my humble opinion, about how much political capital this would cost. No. I think it builds momentum for Medicare for all. It builds coalition, and it builds political capital. But Dylan Radigan said, oh, here it is. Precisely, my friend.